Hello, pup. How's the move going? Are you back home now? Are you knackered? Are you still there? No, you got Lisa shouting in the background. Okie dokie. Right, hello and welcome to the stream. If anyone's got any questions, please jump in and ask. I don't necessarily know everything, trust me. So you can watch it on here or on YouTube. If there's anybody who needs any help with anything, as I said, you're more than welcome to join in. Oh, we got a queue today. Queue of 10. Oh, good grief. Yeah, so you probably just got in, sat down, had a cup of tea, and then you'll be going to sleep, and we'll see you next weekend then. It's a bit of a jump, matey. 7 hours. Jeez. Anyway, I'm just going into the game. Just waiting to load in. I'll leave the FPS, GPU, CPU on the bottom right hand side just for reference. Also got a camera to stick on, especially as my hair's been scalped. I'll put it on at some point soon, and what I'm interested in is if the picture's too big. So, excuse me 1 second. Oh, right, that's all good then. So, last week, we were just pootling around. Pup was getting his control sorted. He was looking at, he was basically looking at what sort of courier ships, and I suggested getting a raft, because the raft has been updated quite a bit now. And he went down, I gave him the money to get it, went down, and there was no stock. So whether there's any stock now or whether it's something that's been held back a bit, I really don't know. So we finished off at Grim Hex. We also found there was a bug with the missions. It was a very basic mission he was doing. Event mission, that's possibly the right term. And basically, there's a bug that's sort of haunted us for a while, and as a consequence, we do not go to planets before. Oh, you got it. Oh, excellent. So they had it in stock. That's brilliant. So basically, as a general rule, when we're doing cargo running, we don't go to places where it's on a little planet and you have to rely on those lifts. Excellent, matey. Did you actually test it? Make sure it was there. So what I'm doing at the moment, I've just spawned in Grim, and then we'll probably fly over to I was going to say over to bloody Lichfield. What do I mean? Over to Port Olisar. Not Port Olisar. Come on, we'll get there in the end. We'll go over to Orison and go to Seraphim or New. Excellent. So basically, which one am I going to? Lobby, obviously, I guess. So I'll go and get a small ship out. We'll just check to see if I've got a helmet on. Quick look at selfie cam. I have got one, which makes a nice change. So when we come out of here, left turn when I'm not being knocked over. Seems that everyone's got to run around everywhere. I'll jump into my small run around, my small interplanetary ship. And then I'll do at least one run on my hull suit. And we'll see if it's going to work. It probably won't, to be fair. What, I got an Aurora. Yeah, no worries, matey. It's going to take a few minutes to go and jump in and get the ship. The reason why I'm going to do that is I'm not too far off, and I'll show you in a minute. Come on. Oh, don't tell me these things aren't working. There we go. So this is my little interplanetary run around, and it looks like you can see that I pressed the button, it took the money, it sped it up, right?
Your insurance claim has been sent.
And it said it was done. but obviously it's not. So I'm going to press it anyway again, I don't care. And it should bring this back in 31 seconds. That saves bringing any of these other ships over to this location. So I'll get the hull C out, I'll go and do a mission that's worth 698,000, because I've only got about 4 million left at the moment. But I'll show you my stats for the... I'll show you my stats for my... Oh, for God's sake, it's one of those days. I'll show you the stats for my reputation. There we go. You watch, I'll have Lisa now wandering around thinking I'm going slightly senile or dementia-y. So I'll find a small hangar, just go down on here, click on the call elevator. The thing is, everybody's going on about the new event that's launched with this update to Star Citizen, and to be honest, I don't bother too much with new events. New events never work straight out the box. They might work in the PTU, but there's such a limited number of people testing that it makes it sort of really difficult to make any significant gains with it in some respects, because when you suddenly open it up to all servers and all the number of people that are basically on here, you'll find things that might work in the PTU don't work anymore. But people won't go on the PTU because it's buggy. Well, yeah, it's a test. You go on, you test, you find a problem, you report it, it gets fixed, it gets launched and it works. But people don't want to do that, so they'll play on the older version of the live server. Hey, Wombat, you alright, matey? So they'll play on the old version, but they won't test the new version, and when the new version goes to live, and as always, it's a bag of shite to some extent. I mean, frame rate's not too bad. And then they moan like shit, and you think, hang on a minute. And it's this concept of what it is they think they're bought into. You can't... Oh, the DCS World server tends to be on for Saturdays. So somebody hosts that for us, basically. And that's probably why you can't find it. So it disappears after the stream. Now, at some point eventually, I will have my own. Since when you were last on it, somebody else was hosting it. So that will change over time. Right, I'm in gun mode by default, so you can see the shields are up on the top left. Press my button and just change. And I should change into... What am I changing into? I'll press the... There we go. So now I should see all the markers, as you can see. Got to be careful where I go. So I'm not sure where... Oh, there it is over there. I want to go to Seraphim. And it's looking like I'm not going to be able to jump over there because I can't see any points at this point. So if we turn round to the planet and look at the centre of the planet. The TeamSpeak has been the same for donkey's years.
Customer said, flying 777 for DCS service is down today.
Yeah. Let's have a look. Where is it we want to go? It's not there. That's the comma ray. We may as well go here for now. And that will move us from the moon over to the planet. Or into sort of an orbit for the planet. If anyone's got any questions, please ask. If you're thinking of jumping in and buying or putting some money into this and you think it's a scam or anything, please ask. There's always a way of looking at it, and you can find out whether it's a scam or not. Even if it never comes out, you know, spending 49 quid on it is fine. Wrong button. This, as far as I know, I've only just jumped in. And they're usually fine, but then I'm not trying to do all the missions. So I never do. All I'm interested in is the stuff that we've had patches ago working. because each time something comes in, then there's always something else not working. I don't know, we'll see. Let's see how it goes. But it certainly plays so much nicer. It just really does, generally. The mission's a bit buggy, but it's, you know, an old problem that there's never enough people to test. So if anyone's not sure what I'm doing, please ask. I will describe it when appropriate. It's usually easier when I'm with someone else and I'm not flying myself, but this is an orbital marker. So it's OM6. So this is just a route round to where I need to go. When you select a route, it will point you to the different jumps you need, okay? This one's a little bit close, but this is a gas giant, so I should be able to go through the edge of the atmosphere without much of a problem. And the space station I want is over here. If you hear clunks every now and then, that's me forgetting to push my keyboard in, because I've got a keyboard on the tray under my desk, which sometimes doesn't like playing with my joystick, which is on an extension, and when it moves too far forward you hear this clunk. Okay, so it's visible at the moment, so we can see here this big area there is the cargo hub, and those things sticking out where you can see the cross are the landing bays. There are other landing bays spread around. I'm in a small ship, so it's likely as I get close enough to be in this first hub, depends how busy it is, which is there. And then there's another one over there. That's usually where all your small hangars are, and sometimes some of the mediums. If you can see two circles, see the ones on the right, if you can see two circles sticking up, then that means you're on the wrong side. So when you come in, it's difficult to tell at the moment. This might be the right side. I've just called for a hangar. It's down on the other side. But as we go over to you, if you look, there's not two circles, so this means we're the right side. Now there's a setting on Star Citizen that it will automatically slow you down when you drop your landing gear, which is not always the best thing to have. Okay, so this should, without having that setting on, you should be able to come in and land, right, and get in at a reasonable speed, get your undercarriage down, which I've just called for, and then come in and land. If you have this setting on, I'll show you where it is in a minute. What will happen, that's if I've pressed the key right, what will happen is it slows you down too much. Trying to work out if I've actually got my... Oh, I have, yeah, that's a good start. Okay. So, there's settings you can access that are on the main configuration screens and key bindings. You can access them through your screen. So if you keep clicking on the bottom, right, you'll find a configuration screen. So on here, right, this enable auto slowdown, right, switch it off. And you can switch it off in the main menu, but I still find that it's still switched on every now and then. If we go to gunnery, I always like lag pips, so I would put lag pips on. And in the hood, you can switch all the advanced hood stuff on which you need, because then this will give you enough information without having to hunt around looking for stuff. You need your helmet on for some of this to work though. And we'll jump out. Ah, you're in, are you? Okay. If anyone is watching on either channel, just let me know, make sure everything's okay. I think it should be. I think now I've got my new monitor, it's a lot easier to keep track of things, except I have to keep looking around. So what I'm going to do is go and get my hull C, and with a hull C I'm just going to go and do a quick mission. Hopefully the server's good. If not, then I'm going to lose the cargo. So the cargo will be around about 3,000 or 4,000 SCU of cargo. However, because it's a mission, if I lose it, it's not costing me any money. If I manage to do it, I'm going to be about 698,000 better off. So we've stored that ship, and we'll go up to here, and we should find... Where's that stored? I don't know where... Oh, not that one. Where's that one? Oh, it's dead by the looks of it. I think I might have just quit. Oh, the server died. That was it. Right, so if we look up here, we're looking for the Hull C, which is a MISC ship. So there it is. We should be able to call it out. As I said, it will store around about 4,000 SCU. But I've got plenty of time to go and do the mission if everything's working. The timers on loading have been sped up a little bit, but the loading process is a placeholder for what should happen in the end. So we scroll down, go to Mell's large hangar. And then we should see the ship. Okay, it's quite a large ship. So this will hold, as I said, 4,000 SCU. Usually in 32 SCU boxes. So if anyone, it's roundabout, you'll see on the mission in a minute, if anyone wants to calculate how many SCU boxes, how many 32 SCU boxes you need. So at the moment, this is the biggest cargo carrier in the game. I don't own this ship, it's a loan ship. But I always like to, when I jump in, at least do one of these because it gives me a little bit of money. I haven't played for a long time. I've been jumping on the PTU, having a little circle, see what's what. But I haven't kept up with some of the changes, so some of the stuff that I end up doing might not be quite as I think it's going to be, but we'll soon suss it out. Some of the basics of playing Star Citizen haven't changed at all. So with that stuff, it's all good. Okay, so we've got the flight ready here. I'm just going to check, because there was a hotfix, so before I do anything, I want to make sure that when my legs do come down, which they will come down, it doesn't suddenly kill my speed. And make sure that my settings are right. Auto slowdown is off. Gunnery is a bit irrelevant, but I still put it on lag pips. And the hood. Okay, it's all done. That's good. Let's see if we've got a mission. Excuse me. Mobi-glass screens have been improved an awful lot and they run quite slick. So if we scroll down, we've got bulk cargo, which all of this hauling used to be all in one channel, and I'd have literally up to 130 cargo things to do. So we'll go right to the bottom. There's one here. Let's have a look. Where are we going? Terra to Magnus. I don't want to go there. Let's try... Actually, Everest Harbour to Magnus. Let's go Terra to Magnus, because most people are not going to be around there. We've got 3,799 SCU of cargo. If this is done, I'll get 698,000. So I'm going to accept that. Okay, so if we look over here as well, and we go to rep for reputation. So these are the different factions that you can do work for. So Bounty Hunters Guild is not the one I'm in, I don't think. Yeah, it's this one. So I haven't got too far to go with Covalex missions to get into Senior Master. Bear in mind, I'm here and I get 698,000, so I'm expecting to get more money doing bigger things over here. Not so much bigger, it'll be more dangerous, like probably crossing over to Pyro, etc. A good thing with the maps now is we can go to the map, we can select where I've got to collect the shipment from, and it will automatically mark it. And if I double, oh, it's obstructed. I was say if I double click on there, it will do it. It's probably because I'm in the hangar. So let's open the hangar. The request is tied to a button. I'm also going to move my speed limiter up just a tiny little bit and just lift the ship up in the air. Right, and then I'm going to press another button, which is also on my stick, to pull my gear up. So if you look, it should pull up. But of course, it didn't. Which I've seen a few times with the gear on this. So you've got to be mindful, right? You don't want to catch it. As soon as I go into quantum, it should automatically pull itself up, okay? Because it doesn't usually have the gear down when you're in quantum. Just be careful left and right. It's a little bit like an A10 going out of a hangar. It's not the widest of ships, but it's probably the most penis looking ship on the little drawing on the top left, to be fair. Phallic, that's the word. That's the word. I knew there was something posher than saying penis. Otherwise I'll find myself just completely blocked and kicked off YouTube. I'm surprised the word hasn't been banned. Is that pup? Hey pup. Pup will be in soon. He's cooking, I think. He's got stuff in the oven. He'll be to and fro. Right, so up here, if we look, deliver shipment. That's no good to us. And go and collect shipment. So now I'm out in space. Let's have another little look at the maps. And then we'll go and collect from there. Right, click on here. There's the route. Okay. Come out to there. Of course you can do it all manually as well. Pardon? Oh yeah, sorry. Just 1 second. I'll get myself going, being as it's like 70 bazillion miles away. I'm just going to change now into the wrong thing. Change back into quantum. Now that that's already selected, it's a case of just pointing at it, and off we go. He says. Okay, you see the undercarriages coming. Right, so let's go to comms. Friends, pop, right click, invite to party. Okay, there he is. What I quite like about this is I can put my feet up, because I discovered last week that I can actually put a footstool over my foot pedals, and if I angle it right, I can use my pedals, which really does help. Because sitting here too long, I get swollen ankles. If anyone's got any questions about the ship, please jump in and ask. We'll just go off and collect the shipment, and then I'll help up. So, did you manage to do any missions with the raft? Or did you just jump in, make sure it was there? Okay. Just bear in mind, all the main missions for the event that's on are all related to planet-type missions. So if you go to the other mission tabs, you should be able to do some hauling on some of the others. There are some workarounds for some of the bugs. There's quite a really good video explaining what the problems are, and a lot of it's because the cargo is invisible on the thing. That's why it says it's overloaded and stuff. When you try and do stuff, you can't see the cargo. Right, very quiet today. Let me see if I can pause. I wish I got a pause key that was handy instead of having to press. Not that one. That one. That leaves me to read everything. I don't know when it'll release. The normal release, the single player game, will release sometime next year, perhaps. This one, this is, well, it's going to be ages off yet. to be honest. However, it's absolutely great to play in, unless you come across a whole load of people who want to blow you up. But when you're doing missions for, rep, just let them. Who cares? Do you know what I mean? There's no fun in it. If you're doing missions and you're putting millions in, then obviously you've got a greater risk. But you just need to fly with a few mates if you've got any. So it's always good to try and educate your mates. That's what I think. This is probably a little bit too quiet now, I think. Is that okay on stream, volume-wise, in terms of the sounds? I think it is. I can't tell. Right. Should also be broadcasting in 4K as well. Last week it was only broadcasting in 1440p, and it was to do with the audio. You can see this guy takes ages. So when we get there, we go up to the cargo area, and I also need to expand the ship. I think your socks are done, darling. Pardon? Your socks are done. Your socks are done. Okay, so we're getting close to a Planet Music or space station, as you'll see in a minute appearing. If we look in here, we'll see where it is. If we look from outside, it should suddenly appear. Hey matey, you coming in today? Pup's coming in and he's got his ship to do, but... Ah, right, okay, no worries. Okay, so this is where we got to collect the what's a ship front? A shipment from. So if we have a little look, there'll be a cargo area. And the beauty of this ship is that the cargo is literally loaded for you, which is why it's nice and easy and clean. Smaller missions with cargo shipments are fine. Now if you look in front of you, all of that there is cargo. Now the problem is with persistence is I don't know whether it's my cargo or what, but where the missions have crapped out, bugged out and all the rest of it, it remembers. So some of that is either cargo or cargo that I can see, or it might be other people's cargo, I don't know. Cargo area is over there, and at the moment the ship works really well. So all I'm doing at the moment, Yam, is just going and doing a quick run so I can get a quick 698 grand. That's the basis of it anyway. So again, it's like before. I think I've got my head tracking pause still. It's on pause.
Sure thing. I'm just taking care of something first, but it'll be on later.
Yeah, no worries. You see this, please contact ATC to land. Now, I have a button where instead of me having to go to comms menu and press buttons or find it on one of these screens, which means I'm going to have to let go, I've got a button, and I can set that button to single click, double click, or hold. So it's my boost button, it's my normal landing button, and it's also my cargo button. So what I'll do is double click, and when I get that text, I know it's put the box up. You can see the box just about. So what I'm going to do now is extend the cargo spindle and then drive into the box. I have a timer, as you can see on the screen, maybe. The ship should be extending and folding out. And then I'll just fly into the box. Keep an eye on the text because it will change and say unable to load cargo because I'll be moving slightly. but you're moving as far as you can. Just be careful, because you do get an optical illusion from the box, where as you start to go through, you see the back wall looks like the front wall and vice versa. So you've just got to be used to that. So look for the change on the screen, and you don't want to be going too quick, because when this is extended, especially when the weight's on it, it is so sluggish. So I'll slow right the way down, and I'll just creep forward. See what I mean about the back and the front, look? And the text will change and say unable to load. And I have to get the whole ship within the area of this box. Collision alert with what? I bet there's something there. Right, unable to transfer. So I'll pull both my sticks back. That's my speed limiter and my throttle. I also use my speed brake. Alright, and you can see now it starts to load. If we look at the ship, right, we should see there's a box down there, and now it started loading boxes on. That graphically, that looks absolutely gorgeous. You know, they have done it really well. Oh look, see, here's somebody else's load. So what will probably happen there is somebody goes to do a mission, it bombs out, and then they chuck everything off or blow themselves up. So hopefully I don't get that problem today. But it's loading a hell of a lot of stuff on here, and then this thing becomes so difficult to maneuver. So I just want the server to work long enough. Sometimes there's a few hiccups and glitches, and the reason why I chose this mission and not the previous one that we looked at on the screen is because Everest is going to be really busy. So even though people won't necessarily want the cargo, they might decide to just try and ruin my game. Which doesn't work, because at the end of the day I don't care, if you see what I mean. By the time it comes out, it'll all be wiped anyway, and you just get left with a minimal payment plus your ships. Right, so all we got to do is sit and wait, and this is, by the way, a lot faster than it usually is. So it was sped up. It doesn't really tell you, right, anything. I can't tell from this how much cargo I've got. You see the line going over there, for instance. That'll get to the end, and I'm still going with cargo. So I know that it's going to fill nearly all of the veins. Is that the right word? I'm thinking like a windmill thing. Are they called veins on a windmill? I forget. But to have nearly 4,000 on, you'll find there'll be big chunks across everything. Possibly 4 wide, like the top one, whereas the side ones have only got 3 wide at the moment. Right, so it's just a case of sitting here. What's that going around there, look? Oh, advertising. Here's another ship coming in. It does look like a flying phallic symbol. You can't, can you? Let me zoom out. You can't see the box from here. You can see it inside. But what you don't want to do is move, because it'll suddenly stop or slow down, and then it'll pick up again, hopefully. There used to be bugs where this just didn't even start, or you couldn't do it, so you'd fly away somewhere else, just do a small jump, then come back, and then it would work. And it has been buggy over the past few patches. But it seemingly, I say seemingly because you don't know till the fat lady sings.
A customer said they were called sails on old windmills.
Sails, thank you. Thank you very much. I know a lot of the younger people watching will probably think, what's a windmill? I have to rely on some of our elder colleagues, of which there are many. Thinking of Sham there, and Pup himself, and so on. And obviously Stu. When we were all young, everything was made windmills, and you used to have to go to the farm to get flour. You couldn't buy it from a shop because you didn't have shops. You just had farms and windmills. Isn't that right, Stu? Fighting is still pretty naff in this, I think, to some extent. I was trying to ship.
Yes.
I was trying a ship that I used to use quite a lot and do all the main combat missions with. And it's a little bit like peeing in the wind, unfortunately. Just the way they've jiggled things around. It just made it harder to hit things as an excuse not to be able to shoot small things. It's pathetic. Excuse me, as you can see, it's taking quite a time. When it has finished, the box will flash. I think it's a bluey colour. You can imagine the routine, can't you? Everything that's going on the servers, and here's me waiting for the server to load big boxes on me. And you just think, what else is going on? How much stuff is being processed at the moment? And that's where you get your little hiccups. If we look inside, you'll probably find it's got to the end of its line, because the line doesn't reflect anything. Over on the top right, it doesn't tell you anything either. But it's still going. The text will change to complete, but I'm sure once it's done 3 lines of boxes on everything, as you can see, it'll then start adding 4 lines. This is not the big ship. There's another 2 sizes of ship above this. If you think this is the big ship in the game at the moment, which is 4,000 SCU, the next one, which is the one I actually own, the whole D, is 20,000 SCU. So it's 5 times the capacity.
The time when the Romans came to make straight roads for us?
Oh man, that was awful. I mean, there was nothing like going round in your rock car, like skidding out, or in your carriage. When they made all these straight roads, it just took the fun away, didn't it? You just point and then you just put it on cruise control and let the horses just take you, you know, down the road. Especially if you got the carrot and the stick. That just worked and they just kept going. Needed blinkers, of course. It looks like it might be doing even deeper than that, so now it's back on the first one. But trust me, this thing is so sluggish when you're trying to manoeuvre it. It's like taking an A10 up and loading every single station with the heaviest things you can. So your control has to be a little more careful. So what I'll do is do what I did last week, because watching from a viewer's point of view, it's okay to see it once, but it's not okay to see it time and time and time and time again. And I'll help Pup when he's on, and Yam obviously when you're on. I was going to say when you're in, but that's taking the play. I should be on for a few hours with a bit of luck today. That was a bit of a quick one over here, look. But you see how many, each one of these is 32 SCU. So as I said, we're sort of coming up to just under 4,000. So when you work out how many boxes are on here, I don't know, 180 boxes or something. Eventually, and this oh, is it finished? Yeah, see? Eventually, this, you see the way the box has gone light blue, so I'm going to move away from that now. Because if you don't, right, it'll say you're blocking a loading bay, and what will happen then is it will despawn you, spawn you inside the port. It will put your ship on the Jesus, it is really sluggish now. It will put your ship on the port, And what used to happen is when you go to get back on your ship, you suddenly disappear into a black hole. Everything goes dark. You spawn into a hospital or whatever you've set your point. Oh, there's Pup. And your ship's destroyed completely. So you want to move quite quick. Right, so we'll switch back to QT. Now I can't just point at that. It's far too far away. So again, we'll use the map. And this can be quite relaxing when you're playing. As I said, it's a bit boring to watch, I think. Unless your video's edited or sped up. But now I should be able to jump. There we go, it's already ready. And off we go. Another 119 bazillion miles. And then we get to the other end, and hopefully it unloads it. So did anyone work out how many boxes? 3,900 and something SCU divided by 32. Anyone got any questions, or is it a case of switch me on and then go to sleep? That could well be the case. It's looking alright actually at the moment. Now I've got more space, I can monitor it on YouTube as well, and that seems to be working, although I don't have volume levels, of course. Right, once we've done this, what you up to today, Pup? Cargo?
Yeah.
Alright. I'll come and give you a hand again after. Once I've dumped this and once I've landed back at Seraphim with this ship, I'll jump into the little one and catch you up. So you don't have to wait for me because it will be a while. So just carry on and I'll hook up with you. Okie dokie. So some of the smaller cargo missions, you basically got to pick them. As I said, it's better if you're going into a hangar or a loading cargo deck like I've just been to. The cargo decks are usually on, they're on the gateways and they're on the space stations above the planets. There's a few of them, I think, on Hurston that are also on the planet. And there'll be plenty over in Pyro as well. But the ones where you've got these like little points of interest and they've got little cargo lifts, they are buggy as shit basically, which is why we're not down there. So when we were doing cargo before, we tended to just go and use the ones with the cargo, the hangars. I mean, just 1 minute. Are you in today, Kev? I didn't notice you, whether you're lurking in the background. If you can you hear those funny noises from behind in the background if you listen? No, you can't, the mic goes off, that's fine. You might hear them when I'm talking. It's Lisa playing Assassin's Creed in her computer room, and all I can hear is clicking and people making noises like they're fighting. It's running alright. Mind you then, this is not exactly doing a lot. It'll slow down when we get into the nebula type situation, or is it a Lagrange point? I think it is. Can anybody tell me what a Lagrange point is? I think it's Lagrange point, yeah. Anyone tell me what one is? Do we have them around the Earth? It's a bit of a quiz. Should be there soon, I think. Still 33 gig away, jeez. I'm needing some food and fluids at the moment, but you know, that's nothing in the scheme of things. I only got half my quantum fuel left. It does do some pretty big jumps, to be honest. I mean, that's what it's designed for. When this is launched, there's only going to be about 4 to 5 systems, but lots of things in those 4 or 5 systems, allegedly. We've got 2 systems at the moment. The other systems are not necessarily going to be as complex or as big. Pyro's really good, to be honest, in terms of the fact how big it is. And it's a bit rough and ready, but the Planet Tech, which is again being updated again, is absolutely amazing. And all the planets are going to be updated once again for the 4th or 5th time. Which is fair enough, really, as they learn new techniques and do different things. You want everything updated, otherwise you won't go to some places, it'll just look really old.
Kev said, afternoon.
Hello, matey. Was you just lurking in the background, were you, Kev? Monitor's good. I managed to get it all up and working. Not quite where I wanted, but yeah. But it's not too big for what I wanted either. I could just do with it being moved somewhere slightly. But I'm limited.
Working on a bloody Sunday.
You working, really? Oh well. Is that because you're on a deadline, or just because you enjoy it? Okay, here's the next one. There's the cargo deck. There's a whole orchestra over there looking out the windows to start playing as you come in. Don't know whether you realise that. So, as I said, this is just so wallowy now because it's extended, it's full of cargo, and the weight makes a difference, which is nice. Bit like with DCS. But if I go too fast towards this point here, right, then I am going to struggle to slow down. And it wouldn't be the first time that I've gone careering into the stuff. But you learn it by doing it. Now, I'm not saying that this will actually work. But usually it'll empty it, but it still thinks it hasn't done it. So there's a button that you get on the mission that says submit. If you try and press submit without actually doing it, or you've got half the cargo left, it will penalise you. And you do it 2 or 3 times and you see your bloody rankings drop. So where I'm on about a certain layer, it'll drop down at least 2
rankings.
rankings.
Some parts for a magneto, making silicone molds to make them out of resin.
Ah, right. And do you get an extra day off for that, or just more money? Or is it like because you enjoy doing it so much they don't give you any more money, if you see what I mean? I bet it's really interesting but really slow. But it's nice when it all comes together, do you know what I mean? I'm surprised Mr. Camel's not on yet. He'll be on soon and ask me how to hover. No doubt. It's a bloody wind-up merchant. Right, so already, as I'm starting to come in, I'm going to start slowing down. We're not going fast. You can see we're doing 17 meters a second. Because my speed limit is quite low, I've got a lot of fine control. So if I lower this down, you'll see the speed go down with it. So my maximum speed would be whatever that number is on the little white number on the speed limiter. But that means that I've got full control over my speed in very small graduations.
No. Do it for fun. September 1st date set for internet confirmed. Only one more month.
That's September the 1st. And what they providing you with? Is this open reach coming out to do the digging? Right, in a minute we'll double click, see if we can get a response. Usually...
Yep. 900 megabits is the fastest I can get.
Ah, that's fair enough. But even that's fine. Is that 9 up and down? There we go. Please contact ATC. Right, double click. Sometimes if you don't double click properly, you'll end up with the wrong landing pad.
150 up.
150 up, even that's fine. Especially if you're going to do some streaming. Right, there'll be a blue box. There it is. You only need how much? About 50 meg up to stream. It's better obviously with more, so you got the overhead. But if you start doing big vids, I mean some of the vids I do are massive, that's where your bandwidth comes in with those. So I've got to get in there before the timer goes, as you can see. What's it say? Can't see whether it says 2 or 3 minutes. I'll slow down, slowing down even more. And then what I'll do is tilt my nose down a little bit once I'm in the box. Make sure I'm in fully. And then fingers crossed. Have you noticed how I really haven't seen anyone apart from that one ship? So I'm backing off now as I'm going. Look, see, that's all cargo over there that someone's dumped. I'm going in straight still and just slowing down as I go in. And then drop my nose, slow down even more, get ready to put the speed brakes on. When the screen changes, again watch that optical illusion, it will get you. There we go. You stop. Brakes on, speed brakes on. And then it starts. Okay. So you see the number on the top right hand side going up. It's going up quite quick, to be fair. And you should see these things disappearing relatively quick. And they are quite quick if you notice. This is a lot quicker than it used to be. See them just disappearing. You had any nights out yet, Kev, or has it been bad weather? Still yet to try it mine. My feet have come down again, look. That's because when I did the first call, it did I didn't click fast enough, so it called the normal hanger. There we go, it's a lot quicker, isn't it? Now what should happen is it matches the number, tells you it's finished, there we go. Right, but you can see it says 3537 of 3799, and even though it's complete, it's not going to give me the mission is completed because that number doesn't match. But if you go on to the mission or the contract, see this submit button? Submit. There you go. Now it says completed. And that submit button, what am I going to collide with? Oh yeah. That submit button is there because of that particular issue. Now my undercarriage works. Get back into the ship. Pull my, section out. And then again, we can go to the maps. And we'll just go and look for Seraphim. Just do a partial type and it should find it if I spell it properly. There it is, and that's it. So that's a nice easy 698,000 mission. How long's that taken me? It's not taken long, has it really? Let's change back into there. Head over there. There's puppies just going up down to the planet. And we're off. So 698,000, or start messing around with some of these new missions and then get a set of armour. Yeah. So it takes a while to get up through these ladders, some of them. This reputation now should carry through, so each time they do an update, you can see I'm a small smidgen from there. Once I've gone from here to there, then I'll get even bigger or even more lucrative missions. When you come down to here, when just going through member, that was a slog. And this one is quite a slog. There's an awful lot you have to do for that before you get on to senior. You get the same sort of thing for various other missions. The more you do, the better you get. The bigger targets you get, the more money you make, and so on and so on. So that's what these are. Adagio. I haven't done anything for them. Crusader Industries. I've done some of the stuff. But the combat is really a bit naff at the moment. Is anyone thinking of Star Citizen? I know there's only a couple of people on, but if anyone's thinking or not sure or whatever, just ask. You're right, cock. You finished? Where you going? I thought you might have been going to make a cup of tea. I had a really good AI yesterday. This AI is a bit, needs an upgrade. Needs a software update again. Right, anyone got any questions about this bit of the done? Some carer, yeah. Do you know what? I've said to her multiple times, if you want to bring up some pull-ups from home, I'll give you some training, but she's not interested. She tells me where to go. Told me where to go when she had a bath earlier, and I said, do you want me to bath you? What can you do? Right. I think I've got... Oh, come on. I think I've got drinks in my backpack. You eating crisps in your room with your computer? No, I have tiny little hula hoops. I don't touch them. No, don't give me that. So I just open the bag, I don't touch them, and I pour them straight in my mouth.
And I wash my hands afterwards.
Wash them?
Yeah.
Yeah, but so you're not going to play your computer while you're eating them?
No.
You better not do.
Shut up. Get on with your streaming. Mind your own business.
Yeah.
Stop buttons.
I'm going to have to get a new carer, Kev. Will you stop encouraging a pup?
What was that? What did you say?
He was just laughing
Was
at the nonsense that you come out with, the abuse I get.
Not nonsense.
Just one moment, because I'm streaming. This bottle on the left-hand side is...
For a newer model.
Behave.
That would be quite
It's
good.
too knackered for a newer model.
Oh, thanks. It's not my fault, Mr. Floppy Visits. see that bottle there on the left-hand side? Don't point. That is just water. So if you look, volume, etc., etc., it's hydrating. Whereas this one does a little bit of water and food. So if I take this and carry that, you should see it pop into my hand. There it is. And as if by magic, bottle appeared. And now, when I drink this, don't drop the lid on the floor. You should find my food and water go up a little bit. And that saves you walking around. Look at that, carrying bars. Now there should be a bin round here somewhere. There it is. Cleaner will get it, won't you? So when you go down and wash your hands, right, and throw your bag away, would the kettle switch on by accident? Have I stopped?
You're not that subtle, Mel.
Where the hell am I? Do you know... Oh, I'm there. Look. It's that dark outside. That's the thing with these monitors. They're like really, really dark. So I'm playing on OLED, and black is black. And if you tweak it right to get really good colours in game, it is that black. You can't see anything. So I'll need to refuel, as you can see. I need to put the ship away. Unfortunately, even though I launched out of a hangar, I can't put the ship in a hangar. And I don't get it, to be honest. It doesn't make sense
That
to
looks
me.
nice.
Thank you, darling. The game's good, isn't it? And it's just run incredibly smoothly, and it just looks really good, to be honest. And it's playing all right at the moment. I've just made myself a little pot of money again. You need to get your stuff sorted out. You can come and play. Fighting seems to be a bit odd, but I know they're going to change it once again.
Again?
Lisa, look, I am broadcasting to all sorts of people and children, and there's you with a mouth like a sailor. Sailor's bottom. Oh, she's terrible. This is the trouble. I don't know if anybody knows. If you're not from the UK, Cockneys, you know, you're making a smell in my room with your crisps.
Like you made a smell with your crisps.
And no, and can you not drop it in here?
I haven't dropped it in here. So shut up. As I said, get on with your game.
And then, could the kettle come on, please?
Talk about a woman or what? And now I'll make you a drink before you dry up and die.
You don't you start. Can you not do it with your salty hands?
Excuse me, I'm eating with my right hand and I've held your cup in my left hand. And I'm going to whack you with it in a minute, as I said.
And they say the age of romance is
That died about 20 years ago.
Hang on a minute.
I'm joking.
I've only known you 20 years. Stop it, pup. What do I tell you? Right, I'm looking for my... There we go. There's my docking port. So yeah, you have to land at the docking port. I mentioned it last week. It just adds a little bit more rigmarole, but to be honest, it's not too bad. So I'm going to docking port 1. The trouble is with everything being so bright.
From downstairs. Brilliant.
Oh man, you want to see a... There was a witch, that witch at work. One Halloween, we had a witch on a broomstick upstairs. And my boss said to Lisa at the time, where we worked, said, was that modelled on you, Lisa? It was brilliant because she cackled, this witch did. And she looked like a bit like Lisa. And I went and got Lisa a witch's suit and a broomstick. And we made him a Christmas card with some expletive on it from Lisa, with her dressed as a witch and all the same clothing, like the same coloured black and green hoops tights, which you can only get from America. But it was quite funny. So she cackles like a witch. That's what she does. There's nothing new there. I've got to go and get this docked. So I've got to get that docking port there. Make sure I don't go too fast. Aligned. And we use the circles in front of us to do that. Okay, so this gives me all my axis. You can't see, oh, there's the red. I've got to rotate a little bit. That'll go green, that outer one, look. It's flashing at the moment. The centre one's green. That tells me my whether I'm perpendicular to it. And if I lift my nose up a little bit, that one will go green as well. Right? So that is good for my rotation, my yaw, and my pitch. If we look at outside, however, look how far away I am from the thing I want to dock to. And there's the docking hole. Right, it's not open yet. So assuming that is, I'm at the right one. I hope I am. So now I've got to move left. The trouble is, because of the drift on my sticks as I move left, I usually end up moving forward and backward as well. I don't want to get all the way too close, but I want to get close enough. And again, remember, if I go too mad, this will carry on drifting a little bit. And then all I'm going to do is smack into that thing there. So I want to get close enough. Okay, you can see where the hole is. It's probably opened. No, not yet. But by the time I look now, you'll see that that one's off a little bit. You can also see the red square. You might struggle to. Thank you, honey. You had your lobotomy. Watch my microphone stand.
I always do.
Right, so if you look, thanks, cock.
That's okay.
Another 40 minutes. This red square there represents the docking port. So when it's small, I'm away from it, and when it's big, I'm where I should be. If you look at this Z number here, right, this is telling me that I am 93 meters unaligned. So what I'm going to do is move this gently, zoom in a bit, and is that number getting smaller? Yes, it is. Excellent. So I can use this to make that go faster. Okay. I also need to pull this up a little bit while I'm doing it. I'm moving in the right direction. Need to turn that way a little bit, I think. But there'll be a point where I'm close enough and I can just press the auto. Now while I'm doing it, I can tap down and you'll see that red square move up. Except it's not, is it? Which is interesting. Oh look, you can see how far I am. I've got to be really careful. I hope I'm going the right way. Yeah, I am. I don't want to go too fast. So that's the docking port there. I don't want to hit it with the outside of the ship as well. But I am slightly... There we go. Out. That's slightly out. Could go faster than that. Now what I was wondering is, am I at the wrong one? Should I be the other side? Because there's usually more than one docking port. Are we down to 60 odd? I wish we'd... I see that number is really difficult for me to read because I've got so many things overlaying it, if you notice. So when we get close enough, we can just hold N, which is auto land. I would never use auto land for landing, but for this sometimes, because it used to be buggy as shit, I do tend to use it when I get close enough. You have to do most of the work yourself, and then sometimes it wouldn't latch on. I think I can set one of my pedals to a zoom, you know, and that might work, because out there it's just useless. So I'll go a bit faster. It's on 20 something. $14, $13, $12. I'm going to slow that down now. Quite a nice cup of tea, by the way. Use the wrong hand to control the speed of this. Can you see the red square getting big now? And then what I'll do is just slide into position gently, and we should be more or less right. Right, so we need to go down a smidge. We're also moving forward a smidge. Oh, a bit too much. As I said, I start moving forward a bit when I do a couple of things because I've got drift. Right, now I should be able to press and hold N, which it's worked. So now I'll just slide this in. That will extend. And then we've got docking. It would help if the door was opened, of course, but you know, sometimes. Okay, so we docked. So the thing that I need to do before we go out, go to landing. Repairs negligible. It's going to cost me 15k and 74, right? So 15k for the quantum, which is fine. I made 698,000. If anyone's got any questions, by the way, guys, just jump in. And we just refuel with hydrogen. Hit auto. Okay. Now make sure you power your ship down, because if you don't, as I mentioned last week, it can be ambiguous once it's stored. So that means that when it comes back out, it's not sure whether it was up or down. It'll bring it out up, but then bits of it won't work. So you might have to restore it again and then do it again. They might have got rid of the bug, I don't know. Here's my docking port. I'll close it. She closes behind me. She did. I can't close these doors, which is a bit daft. You'd think there'd be a closed door or something there. So we'll run down that docking port and then go up to the lobby and then shut. What are you at the moment, pup? Where to? Beautiful, safe. Have you taken off yet? Okay. I'll meet you somewhere in space on the way. I'll follow you. I'll go and get me little ship.
Only streaming at 720p.
Am I? Oh, man, it's those settings I was playing with. Can anyone else just check? That's really weird, isn't it? That's when I was trying all those settings before. Oh, wrong one, sorry. Oh yeah, I need to claim that anyway. Let's go and store this ship. Should be a big store button. Yeah, it was Star Citizen I was messing with last week. Let me just check something, please. I shouldn't be just streaming at that. Settings. Stream. Is that on Twitch or on is that on Twitch or is it on Thingamajig?
Twitch.
I'm going to Magnus.
Oh, Magnus.
And then back to
Yeah, no worries. That's set there. Alright. That's really weird. I'm sure this setting should be the same as yesterday. The other thing is, Kev, it depends on your thing as well. Let me just check and have a look myself as well, just to make sure. Just bear with me, please.
On the other.
1,440? Shouldn't be. What am I pushing out? 2160. It says it's 2160 on the other. I think I might know what it is, Kev. Just bear with me. Don't want that. Right, so that's that. Oh, blimey, yeah, it's all the way down again, isn't it? On that one. On Twitch, it's really, really low. And on this. Anyone else getting any issues with the stream quality? No, the other one, YouTube will drop it, Kev, depending on your bandwidth and what you're able to do. So if you've got the bandwidth, it'll definitely do it. Whereas you're right, Twitch is really quite low. That's why I was checking. Anyone else got a problem with the Twitch stream? I'll have to have a look at that. It should be working the same way as it was yesterday, which was back in 1080p, I think. Right, I'll go and get my little run around and then hook up with Pup. By the time I get there, he should be either loading. Are you unloading over there, Pup?
No,
Oh, right, but it's at a hangar. Oh, where are you picking it up? At Magnus. Are you there already? Right, I'll come over to you then. When I get there, you should still be loading with a bit of luck. Sure, I've got my helmet on. Yep. As I said, this is just such a handy little run around. Also, I don't use this ship for anything but doing this. It's easy to get into, easy to get going. I need to probably refuel it because we've already done one jump with it. So I'll open the hangar doors and go to landing. Yeah, it's not much. Wonder if I lift up, whether it's gonna go, "Oi, what are you doing?" Just check my settings. I think I did them already earlier. Make sure that auto slowdown's off, which it is. I should be able to go straight up.
Yeah, my settings were defaulting to 1440. Can get 2160 now.
Ah, right, okay. Yeah, they do default. And same as Twitch, if you haven't got the bandwidth or whatever, you'll find it'll be a bit low. And I don't know why mine's a bit low at the moment, but it was fine yesterday. Anyone else notice? I think this is Magnus. No, that's Wicklow. That's something else. There's Magnus. Where I've just come from. Oops. A little bit too far. Put the ratchet on. Come on. And then we should be able to turn round, change it into the right mode. It's a nice purple hood and everything, this one. Oops. We'll catch pop up then. So this one's a nice purpley colour. What I do like is the fact that I can turn my head around. It's great if you're doing like sort of filming, because you could film somebody walking through the ship from the back, coming in and sitting down. Do you know what I mean? You'd have to be there as well. And you've got quite a bit of control over the various camera angles. As you can see, unfortunately I haven't got page up, page down on this keyboard, so I'd be able to like go up and down. And also you can change the background. So if you were looking at someone from here, it's not lit up very well, but you could blur the background, etc. See what's going on. I do like the reflections in terms of you can see the way that they distort and change, and it's not like a burnt in reflection, it's like real time stuff. It's quite good, it's quite neat, it's really well done. As I was saying last week, and people were moaning about when this comes out, all the graphics are going to be not good enough, and I think they are. Anyway, I'm on the way to you now, pup. So if anyone's got any questions, if you're new to Star Citizen or anything, ask. Sorry? What's your load? Uh, 92. Okay, I should get there in time. So has your level gone up on your rep yet? So you're coming up towards the top of Master, are you? Halfway. Master's a real slog. That's a point, Kev, because I've got new stuff kicking around on here. Can anybody hear me when I mute the mic in any way? So did you hear any of that?
Autumn fuel is at 75%.
I think I might have heard something. Did you hear anything? Make sure that's off. Where's Yam? He's not in yet, is he? Let's have a look. I've only got, what, 4.7 million at the moment, but for most of the little things. I did have a lot more, but then I bought ship, and then Pups bought ship. And then this allows us to do various things. Right, comms. No, he's not on yet. Johnny might be on. And I saw Bliss as well. Noticed he was on the other day. These are people who I met years ago playing it. Bearing in mind I've been playing it now since 2012, was it? 13? Something like that. Which is a long old time. Here's Stu. I've paused my head so that it's not all over the place when I'm drinking. Don't know why Twitch is only 720 though, that's going to look awful. I have to go through the settings again probably. Or, at a point, I may have left it on the wrong profile. Wouldn't surprise me. Let me just look. Can't do anything with the profile while it's running. I might have left it on my test profile last week. When I was trying to run 2K in Twitch, which apparently was a bugged email I got, it sort of made it worse. I could run in 4K, but no, I shouldn't. But I couldn't get it to work in 2K. Then I found out the email that I received was bugged. Right, I'm at Magnus at the moment, Pup, so I'll come along. Wait, are you using the built-in ship one? And I'm going too fast. Forgot to pull my throttles down. Right, call hangar. Hangar request. When you look for your hangar, you should see a little symbol somewhere. There it is. Interesting place. Do you have lights on this should you need it? For ships it's alpha lights. My legs all right. No, we're on the same server.
Right, so mine it says play up. Join in. That's fine.
Depends what shard you're in, I guess, doesn't it? Or does it? Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Yeah. But it could be, if we went and looked on the stat, it could be that we're in a different shard or something like that. Right, I'm here, pup. Either that or I've appeared on a completely different server somewhere along the way. Oh, we're in a party, aren't we? Pup's medium hanger. So I'm coming straight to your hanger. He's pup in his ship. One thing I can do, even though hopefully I'm in his hangar with a bit of luck, this should show me my ships. Right at the bottom is my... Oh, there's my Aurora. Won't let me store it. That's what I was just going to check, because I'm in his hangar. Have you loaded up yet, or you still got some to do? It's all done. Sorry, I didn't know you were waiting for me. Where's your button? Oh, I was close. So we're now in a raft, and a raft, it's been out a long time, but to be honest, excuse me, it's been out a long time, but the problem is it could only store up to about 80 or 90 cargo, and sorry, I was coughing. It wasn't particularly good at loading stuff, so when you were manually trying to load, whether you're using the built-in ship debris or the handheld tractor beam, that's the word, tractor, it just wasn't very good, so they stripped all the bottom cargo grid, changed it all, and they also increased the capacity. Is it 192 now? Capacity. Oh, just 92. Up from about 80, I think. Which means you don't necessarily have to fly around in one of the really big ships, such as the Crusader ships. So this is a good little mid-range one. And I think the idea of this originally was that something like the Hull D, which is bigger than the one I had out earlier, or the Hull E, you could go and find a point out in space, close to a planet, but not within the gravity, and then you could use these sort of ships to come and unload and carry them from here down to the planet's surface. Of the whole series, there is only one ship, which is the Hull A, that allows you to fly into a planet. It's just the sheer weight of it, really, and the fact that the fins preclude you from being able to land anywhere flat. Whereas with the Hull A, they don't protrude further than the size of the ship. Got that issue again when I'm looking out in space. pain in the ass, as you can see. What's happened to part of your ship? One of your engines look a bit knackered.
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know?
No, I haven't pressed it. No.
You sure? There we go, look. You can get some really good shots, but on my screen you can see it's very dark. But space is dark, so, you know, what do you expect? And we can't see anything moving now. I can't remember whether I can get into anywhere from here, but I'm not going to mess because I don't want to stop him from moving. Eventually your co-pilot should be able to fly or do stuff. Should be able to control settings. There's an engineering panel somewhere as well. It's probably back here where you can start switching things in and out, but they haven't enabled it yet. I think they was having a few problems. Bearing in mind the, what do they call it? The server meshing. So the concept of server meshing is that you have multiple servers managing an area of space, and you can have some servers managing a very specific area, but when you cross those server boundaries, that data's got to move with it for you. So for instance, if you put something on one server threshold and then fly over somewhere else, it'll switch it out, but when you come back, it's got to come back. And with some of these things, what you've also got to be aware of, and this is the interesting bit, is when you're in a ship and you've got certain buttons on and you're flying along, you're invisibly also crossing these borders, and you should be able to throw something from one border to another border and see it over there, and potentially be able to grab it back again with a tractor. And to make that work is quite complex. They do it already in business, and they use you know, in VMware, the way that works, where you can basically have resilience in your servers, and various things can increase the power, increase the apps that they're taking over all seamlessly in the background. And it's quite good. This is one of the reasons why when they expanded, that it works quite well. And to be honest, the fact it works at all is quite a bit of a minor miracle. There's some clever tech gone into making it all work and maintaining this quality, as you can see. You still got purple hair, pup, on this side of you. If you turn right, there you go. You still got your big moustache, your motorbiker's moustache. Yam says he's coming in a bit. I'm not sure where he is. Where are you at the moment, Stu?
England.
Oh, England. Okay, I'll look out the window, see if we see you when we pass in.
I'm at England. That's where it's rains sometimes.
I've heard it is, yeah. That's probably more Wales, I think. Wales it rains.
You know, it's nice well for me as a child. But now it's more of a desert.
Yeah. I remember going to New Zealand in 1992, and I had never seen where... Pardon?
You say 1892.
Yes, I walked and swam it. When I went over there in 92, I'd never seen anywhere where I did not see any green grass whatsoever. It was all brown. All of it, all of the time. And it struck me, I just thought, you know, it was obviously really hot. It was their summer. And it was just, the grass was always brown. It was like, you know, strawy stuff. There was no green grass anywhere. And I think it's slowly going to be like that over here, isn't it, eventually?
It was back in 76.
Oh, 76 when I was a lad.
Back then.
I remember that very well.
I remember I was building a certain model aeroplane when the shop was grass green paint. The guy sold me this yellow colour. He said, well, that's the colour of grass at the moment.
That's fair enough. I was on a school trip. I have a scar on my wrist to prove it. And I remember meeting a girl called Margaret. Margaret? In fact, that was where I met the teacher's daughter and then went out with her for 3 years back then.
That was at Margaret.
That wasn't Margaret, no, she lived in Swanscombe. The other one lived in Albury, which was a lot closer at the time.
Halfway between Rochester and Kent.
Yeah, Swanscombe, Kent, yeah. I just remember from then where she lived.
Yeah, Swansea. There's a place.
I have no idea what the place is like, but I just have that memory from 1976. Corrugated iron mines.
They dig for corrugated iron. We don't find a lot of it, do they?
Yeah. Well, let's have a look from the outside. Where are we delivering to, Seraphim or Everest? Oh, is that where we are? Sorry. I never even thought of asking where we were going. So that's Hurston underneath us. But I tell you what, you can get some absolutely gorgeous pictures. It's a little bit difficult when it's as dark as this at the moment, but you can get some really nice pictures. Just as the various ships go into quantum, depending on what ship it is, you'll find different colours, and it's like a little colour cloud that bursts out of the ship at the beginning. And if you get it right, as I said, you can get some really interesting pictures. Where you get the sunrise. I mean, that looks quite nice in its own right. And then the level of detail on the ship itself and the fact it all works is really quite good. I just wish I'd got some of my other keys available so I could position that into a better place. Make it look more moving left and right and switch off the FPS. Has anyone got any questions yet? 14 people. Mind you, I suppose that's mostly my mum, my dad, my sister, my brother. They always say they'll come and watch. And I've just realised I've said something then. Also, just for the benefit, see if this works. I wasn't sure whether this is... Oh no, too big and in the wrong place. So you can see I've had my hair cut and I'm actually quite old. Wait!
I just woke up.
Ah, you, what are you? You're just a slovenly old bag, aren't you? Not really. You're right anyway, Goddess. It's nice to see you. So I've just put my picture up, look. Especially, I knew you were coming. I had my hair cut for the summer. It's normally longer than this. Luce, come and say hello to Goddess. There she is, she'll come and say hello.
I was up at 3 a.m. working with some then fell asleep in.
Ah, when you say Goddesses, just come on, but don't take it forever. I'm just filling a bit of time while Pup's
I want to
landed.
shut it and get on with it. Hello, Goddess. You okay?
She pops on. She's like, what's that famous word? Oh,
I'm very good, thank you.
hang on, Luce.
What?
Oh yeah, she can
She
hear.
can hear me. Of course she can. She's on your bloody string.
Yeah, I thought I was muted and I forgot that's on that.
Yes, I'm fine, thank you.
It's alright, it's just that I forgot. I'm that used to her doing it on TeamSpeak. That I have to press a button and she has a tendency to talk at the wrong time, don't you, Lise?
Yes.
It's like most
your
women.
wrong time. Not
It's always
my
the wrong time, Lise.
Mm-hmm.
There's pup coming into land. No pressure. What do you think? What's he gonna hit?
He's gonna hit the edge of the pad.
He's gonna hit the edge of the pan.
Yeah, the outside of it.
Is that the ship I accidentally put on self-destruct and didn't know how to take it off, so we all died?
No. That was a mole. It's made by the same company.
No, he's missed it.
You know why, don't you, Lise?
Because it took too long.
He took too long.
Yeah, but they shouldn't have a timer on it.
Oh, right.
Used to.
So they're instanced hangers. So basically, if
They
he
should wait
takes...
till they go in and land and then shut the hanger.
And then how about the queue of people behind him?
Well, they'll have to wait.
What do you mean they'll have to
They'll
wait?
have to wait.
We got one hanger between everybody with
But
that
there you
size
go,
ship.
You know.
Typical
One of them
woman.
things in Star Citizen.
What?
Just all these mishaps.
Nah,
that you get.
it's just getting used to it, isn't it? Now he's going to line up and put at the bottom, round by the hanger. No, it's pup, new ship. So he's not used to this ship. So he only bought it recently, and it's just a case of getting used to how it handles. He's now thinking about pointing. Oh no! He's sort of doing all right. It's a bit sluggish. He's got to put his undercarriage down. Don't you start? Who do you think you are? He's not used to big long ships. Yeah, there you go. So he's positioned himself to make it easier. This is the trouble, right? Because she's a Cockney, she just sounds like something from EastEnders, doesn't she? 3 out of 10. Let's pop. Not sure the lift is there. I know, it's terrible. But what you want to say to her is, how's her landing? You get Goddess to come in, we'll give her a fully extended hull and say, come on then. Or a cat. Yeah, you need to come back in and play. You got your new PC and everything. You're going on this hanger behind us, yeah? So yeah, with this ship it's really quite easy to take stuff on and off. As I said, not only have you got your own tractor beams, there's one built into the ship. How are you anyway, Goddess? When you say working out, do you mean...
I did pretty good flying your ships the first time.
No, you did.
Who I think was the toughest.
The what was the toughest? Oh. Come back in, mate, so you should be able to come back in where you left off. And you should be able to send this down. Reclaim. Oh, the reclaimer, yeah. That was just ridiculous, wasn't it? But the mole was the best one. It really was, as you said earlier, when we're all trying to do the mining and you were flying and then it's suddenly... I'll leave that there for now. See, with a bit of luck, he'll be able to come back in. And...
I was doing some weightlifting in the fighting question.
Oh, weightlifting it was. It's a bit of a late time to do weightlifting, isn't it? Or are you that busy during the day? Are you working now, like, as in a job working, or... I can't remember, because I'm sure... Was you at uni at one point?
It helps me get sleepy.
Oh, right. No, that's fine. Yeah, sometimes it's a... If I've got something in my head, and the only thing that ever gives me an issue is if I'm thinking about work. But not work as in the job's no big deal. It's going through conversations I might be having, so I can control...
I was never a new night, just 3 decommissions sometimes.
Ah,
I still
right.
live with family.
Ah, right, fair enough. I can't remember what you was doing. It's been a long time, hasn't it, really? You just stumbled upon me. I take it from what Kev's saying as well, my Twitch is really low level, isn't it? If you're watching on Twitch. Obviously the YouTube one is more. But I was playing with my settings the other week, trying something out, and it's still not quite working yet. And I never noticed, but here you go. I'll keep loading this. Let me know if you're getting alright. Alright.
I found you in 2020. I think from Star Citizen maybe someone updated you.
Ah, possibly, yeah. It's been a few years. I mean, you say it and it just doesn't sound too long ago, but you're talking like nearly 5 years, and I still only get like 10 people. It's only because I've just started doing this again, to be fair. Because for this year there's been that much change and it's been a complete bag of shit. Which is fine, you know, it's going to change and improve, which it does. Depends what I'm working. There was a period during COVID, which is when you were coming around, where I'd been made redundant once again. All good, matey. How are you this week? Should be a bit cooler for you and healthier, I hope. Yeah, so I'd been made redundant, and then when I went to get a job, COVID started, and I thought, I'm not going to do that. I'll wait till it's gone, or whatever. Obviously, because I'm an asthmatic more than anything else, and I didn't want to take a risk. So that's why I was on a lot. I used to stream 3 or 4 times a week or more. I've been streaming Saturdays for yonks. Oh, you might not, that means a long time, slang. Oh right, yeah, that's quite impressive, isn't it, sometimes? Hovercraft racing, well these the small ones. Dry hovercraft racing, like, or on water. Come on, here you go. That's fine, matey. Ah, right. Yeah, no worries. I've loaded... Oh, I've left the box there. I've loaded your cargo on the lift, but I don't think I can put it down. Do you want me to try or wait for you to come in? Yeah, sure. Because that way around, you should be able to pick it up. The ship's still here as well, and it says, oh no, that's where you despawned. Oh, there's another box here, I've just found it. There's a 4 SCU, the others must be 8s, I guess. Okay, so that should be alright, and hopefully he'll come in and everything will work. One of the things that happens with Star Citizen, if a server dies now, you'll just wait and you'll spawn back in where you were doing what you were doing with the goods that you'd got. Who was that that's just gone? Was that a sham? Yeah. Right, anyway, you've probably had enough of the camera. Let's switch that off for now. Got no cup of tea at the moment, but I don't ask for another one. Get told off. You'll have to come in and play again. I've started to stream this now on Sundays. Changed a few bits of kit around and everything as you do. I need to tweak my Twitch. In fact, I'll tell you what I'll do while I'm waiting for Pup. Just give me a second, I'm going to stop the stream and start it again, okay? Just bear with me.
Is their character creator any better?
Where were you last time? Where, do you remember? Let me stop the stream and then I'll start it again straight away. Just bear with.
I don't remember.
Okay. Should be started again, hopefully. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I'm using the same profile for DCS as I'm using for this, so I don't understand why it's only running at 720p. That's what I was doing. Yeah, the character creator is a lot more flexible. I don't think when you looked at it, you had the ability to put makeup on and stuff like that, if I remember right. I know you haven't played for ages, but I tell you now. Okay, can you join on me?
Kev said back to 1008p.
Excellent. Thanks, Kev. What was that, Kev? Sorry, pup. Okay, are you still in the group? Are you sure? Wrong button. This. Let me just check. Yeah, let me send you an invite. Right, okay, you've got an invite now. The trouble is, I think it depends how far out you have to go as to... when it said verify your files, did you actually try it before you started up? Ah, right, you should have just started up, because very often verify is just a backstop. So you don't need to verify your files. You could have probably jumped straight in, sorted this out, and then verified if you were still having problems. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm in your hangar, I hope. I take it you've spawned in back at Seraphim or Orison. Oh, you're in the ship? Excellent. Just if you can get down the elevator and come and do this, that'll be good. Yeah, the character creator is basically much more now. A lot more flexibility. Hair. Let me take my helmet off. So, I can't remember when you... Right, so you... Yeah.
Goddess Emily said, I think it was just morphing two different faces together with sliders.
No, you can do a lot more than the hair moves, can you see? I haven't got my face thing on now. But this goes in with my... body... No, it's all head. Pardon? Oh.
Kev said all those options
Just jump out.
went with that.
Goddess Emily said, oops, all headlong.
Yeah. Just a minute. Let me see if I can put it down for you. Are you still in there, aren't you? That's why I can't open it. Wait a bit. Yeah, I can't even see you in the group, mate. Ah, shit bags. Let me invite you to the group. Again. Right, can you see that? Party invite sent. I wonder if your character's buggered. you might find that you're gonna have to just leave again.
Go to the menu.
Wait a bit. Can you see it?
I can
Okay, invite me then. But the trouble is, we've probably lost all connection with everything. I think I might be in my own party. Let me just... Oh right, yeah, you can do, but you're gonna lose this order, yeah? Well, this is what I've been trying to do to avoid it. So I would have, if when you come out, I would have gone out, not verified the files and come straight back in. But I think you may have lost this now. I think there's a disconnect between... You can't see them, can you?
I can see them.
It's... Whoa! It's just kicked me out. I just went into your elevator and it said this is... Wait, my game's crashed now. Yeah, just see what you can do. My game's just completely crashed. Died a death. Right, okay. We'll just ignore the verify and see what happens. So everything would have gone dark except for those on YouTube. So just bear with me. It's firing up. Yeah, sorry about that. That was unintended. I can show you from here, if you're still there, Goddess, once this fires up. You won't see a lot at the moment. Let me press this button and that way at least there's a graphic there that will be on until I'm back in. Does take a short while. I take it you've got audio okay still. Right. Yeah, on this first load up screen you don't see anything. Okay, thanks. On this first load up you won't see anything at all, which is why I've just put the picture on. And then once it moves into the next stage, then you'll see it. If you can't do anything with that pop, I would just come to the main menu if I was you. You might find that that is still registered in your hangar at Magnus with your ship. I don't know.
Yeah.
So it might be worth going to the main menu when we're there. Mine's taking a bit of a time, but it does anyway on this startup screen. There we go. Make sure that's still muted. You can disappear. Crush was not sent. Okay. Right. Let me show you the head thing. It's not on this bit. There's Pup. I'll just wait for him to come. I haven't got that many friends. I know, so I was going to say. Let me know when you're at the main menu, Pup. Oh, it's a bit of a bugger. I'm not sure whether mine's going to work as well. There was definitely something wrong with it. Right, if I go to... Let's have a look. Yeah, my character's buggered as well. Yeah, mine's buggered. I'm going to have to come out, verify my files probably, and then come back in. Can you believe it? Let me put this little icon back up, and I'll try and show you the quickly the character creator, but I'm not going to do too much with it, but there's enough for you to see to have fun with it, I guess. And believe me, you will spend the time. Just bear in mind that with a character creator you can save your character, so you don't have to do it every single time. You can basically jump in Let me verify these files before I carry on. That may have been a hard crash at the moment, pup.
Yeah.
Should be there shortly. And then I'll move off this screen, at least I can see it's broadcasting. Right, so what you been up to anyway? And what you been doing, Glenn? Well, Glyn, sorry, not Glenn. Where was you watching the hovercrafts? I think there was a whole group of people doing the Tough Mudder at Skipton up in Yorkshire yesterday. And this is quite slow. Jesus, there really is. It is quite slow down to verify now compared to what it was. Can you hear the fighting in the background as I'm talking?
Goddess Inanna said, "This image doesn't look like Star Citizen. Reminds me of Freelancer lore."
Yeah, it does a bit, doesn't it? It's my placeholder before I ever put a title on, basically. And then I'll switch it off, but you won't see anything. If you're on YouTube, you'll see my desktop with Star Citizen doing verify files, which seems to be taking a long time. Be quicker to download it. If you want to join in with us anytime on a Sunday, you're more than welcome, of course. Might be that time of year to catch up. Performance-wise, has been usually really good. Obviously, there was some sort of issue there where we were a bit screwed up. But that's the rarity rather than the norm, to be fair. Well, halfway to verify. Even some of the, the placeholder screens when you're doing this sort of thing, they're quite good. Like little animated videos in a web page, I guess. That was the Horsey, probably with quite a full load on, down by the butthole. So if you look, you can see the butthole on the top left. You squeeze in there, travel through, you'll pop out where it looks like it exploded the other way. So probably on my next set of missions, once I've got up to that level, I'll be going through there too. In this ship, I had it fully loaded earlier on virtually, and it is really quite, chunky to control, and going through there will be fun. So it will start introducing bigger missions, I think. What you been playing lately? I'm still verifying at the moment. It was quite big, wasn't it, the verify?
Yeah.
It takes a lot of time compared to what it used to do.
Horizon Zero Dawn, trying it again for the 5th time now.
Ah, right. Is it been updated, or is it just that you are just fed up with it and then you try it again, if you see what I mean?
It's just very boring.
So you're going again? Do you think that after 5 times you're going to come to the same conclusion by the time you get to the end, or where you stop and find out that nothing's actually changed?
To finish it, lol.
Oh, it's one of those. So you're just jumping in from where you left off, just to hope that you can actually persevere enough to finish. I know what you mean. Or do you punish yourself where if you've got a game and you don't finish it, you can't buy a new one? This download's quite big, by the way, on Star Citizen now. Kind of. I seem to remember last time...
It gets stuck on my brain.
Alright, and you just want to have a go at it. You updated your computer, didn't you? I can't remember. I think last time we were speaking, or was it time before? I don't remember what you've got anymore. I know Star Citizen works a lot smoother.
Same 3080 1090K from 2020.
Oh, that's fine. That should be alright. Mine's going to be 2.5 years, maybe 3.
I replaced my OS driver a month or two ago though to Windows 11, so it runs a bit better.
Oh, it does run better. It makes a difference. Right, we're getting there. Let's switch this off. And see. Right, you in the menu, pup, then?
Yeah.
Sent you an invite.
My PC would freeze on certain games, and on the new OS drive it doesn't do that.
It's still telling me the character customization is temporarily locked while your avatar is still in game. So I suspect there's a good chance of us ending up back where we were. So like the oh, you doing a cup of tea, did you say?
No.
It sounded like you said, I'm just gonna make you a cup of tea.
No.
What did you say?
No, I was gonna go and watch the box with pictures on it that move.
Oh, and make a cup of tea.
Maybe.
I'd asked for a biscuit, but we forgot to buy them.
Yeah, it is.
Well, it's no good saying me. I gave you the list to check. Certain games, okay. Oh, really? Right, so we'll be in soon. I can't show you the character creator because it thinks I'm sort of still somewhere in the system. And as I was saying, with a bit of luck, it's like will put us back where we were, wearing what we were wearing in the hangar we were in, which, there you go. No, it's not. I'm back at Everest. Where are you? Hey, Wolfie.
Sounds like a firmware update for the drive or a shaded cache issue, as the shader cache is on your root drive. Replacing root drive likely contributed to the fix.
Yeah, but that might have necessarily been this game that was causing problems. Don't think Goddess has played this for youngs. Anyway, how are you, Wolfie?
The ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
You alright, matey?
Please visit us again.
Right, let's get my little runabout. Are you going to try and go back to Magnus?
Your insurance claim has been sent.
Or are you just going to... have you still got the mission up? Or are you not in yet?
Thank you. Welcome to the ASOP vehicle
Not
retrieval
divided,
system.
just chilling before I play host for a house or for the Euro game in a bit.
Your
Not
insurance
a massive fan, but a final's a final.
Oh, is it the final? Who's playing?
Thank you.
Or am I being stupid?
In the whirly bird.
Bye.
Mission's gone. May as well meet up at Seraphim then.
England women v Spain.
Oh, right. And are you from either of those countries, Wolfie? Can't remember. I think you might be.
Welcome to the ASOP
You're from
vehicle
England,
retrieval
probably,
system.
if I remember
Your
right.
insurance claim has been sent. Your
I
insurance
always
claim
get
has
mixed
been
up.
sent. Thank you. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
In a Scouts with a GF.
That's it.
GF is a big women's
Welcome
band.
to the ASOS
Oh,
vehicle
right.
retrieval system. Your insurance claim has
I
been
don't
made.
think mine even
Please
knows
listen
there's a
like it.
football on.
Stand by.
And even if she did, she wouldn't know what they were doing.
Your
Would you,
vehicle has
Lise?
been delivered to the following location. Your insurance visited.
She's in the kitchen making her Lord and Master a cup of tea. I haven't got my helmet on, just remembered.
Last time I bothered, I thought John Barnes was playing with Ian Rush on.
John Barnes and Ian Rush. That then, as soon as you say Ian Rush, reminds me of the advert for the Milk and Accrington Stanley, if you remember that. Oh, are you here?
Yeah.
What are we doing in Everest? I'm going to your hangar then.
Who are they?
It's some famous milk advert going back, but it depends on your age, you might not know it.
Lars.
You know who they are, but you might not know the advert. Oh, hang on.
Line from that advert.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Oh, man, I'm a dumbass sometimes. Right, so the mission's gone, and we're back at
Said,
Everest.
Player in goal.
Trouble, are you? Right, okay. Is there any missions from here you can pick up?
Underscore exceed a cabinet. That's the pleasure. Please.
At least we're in the same doodad. Right, let's put my helmet back on. Let's get rid of this chit chat, unless you watch Yam will join us. Hello, darling. Did you know the women's football's on?
Yeah.
Did you know that the England team are in it? What's football? You don't know, do you?
Football, of course I know about football. I work for a football club, Mell, so I should know.
Are you going to go and watch the football?
No, I don't like it.
She worked at Aston Villa.
Yeah, I got one from Everest Reserve.
There you go. Call that one up and we'll load your ship.
Only down the road from me. I'm in Telford.
Oh, yeah, you're closer to me than you are to Villa. Hang on, where you going, pup? Whoa, stop. Oh, you've got all that cargo over there still. Oh, is that invisible to you?
Yeah.
Right, let me move it, see if I can move it, because otherwise it might cause you a problem. It stims, but it's contracted stims, so you're not going to be able to do anything with it as far as I know, unless you just take it to some stupid place. So I'll just bin it away, otherwise you'll have a problem. Yeah, it's this end you want to be anyway, to put it on your ship. Right, there you go.
Ever tried Eve? Always wanted to move to learn a new game.
Eve, I think I tried one of the little bits of Eve. It was something that it started to spark an interest. But then when I heard from people who played Eve, it's great if you like spreadsheets and everything else. And I think it was too much of a time sink and extremely technical, if you see what I mean. And then because there's already big orgs in there, it's going to be like this will ultimately be, where your big orgs, your really big ones, have got everything they want and then get bored and then decide, right, okay, this is our space, you can't come in. Do you know what I mean? And all the rest of it. Because ultimately, once a big org has got everything, they've got their own space station and the lot, what are they going to be doing? You know, if you've got infinite amount of money virtually, then what is there in the game for you? Do you know what I mean? And I can't see the game just adding more and more and more and more on to make it more interesting. So as a consequence, the people who aren't in the org will end up being. Let's have a look. Okay, small fry then. Come on. So I think this tractor beam I'm also using Goddess. I'm not sure whether that was around at the time, but as a medium-sized cargo ship, this is not bad now. Never used to be. Oh. Are you moving the one I've just put on? Oh, is that the one you did? Are you doing it from behind me? Okay. Get in there. This works quite well now. It's a little bit easier, but I thought I'd just help him out. There. Oh, come on. So if you've got 2 or 3 people doing this, you can do some of the bigger ones on some of the bigger ships, although they do tend to give you bigger boxes, so you're not having to, these are 8s I think, not having to have so much stuff to maul around. When you go on to some of the other, I can hear X-Files. When you go into some of the other stuff like salvage, you find when you've done your salvage, if you go into the ships, you'll find there's all sorts of goodies in them that you can just take, which works quite well. It's a little baby one. Got it?
Yep.
Fingers crossed. But yeah, it's well worth having a look again, Goddess, but it depends on how much space you've got. Space-wise, it's increased quite a bit. But the lighting and everything that is in is really good, to be fair. I know they've polished and that. They've still got some other stuff to do. No, that's fine. It's not the space thing that is the issue. It's who you play with. That's the bit you want to look at. Not just the fact you're in space. It's like saying Starfield is in space when really it's Skyrim, isn't it, with different clothes, so to speak. I always believe that it's the people you play with that makes a game. You can have a game that is good, but having the right group of people just makes it much more fun. This is another issue you get. Okay, that's because it's Everest, because it's busy. So because of the way that you've got these different instances of hangars, you've got 4 people who are in this hangar, but they only see their version of it, and that means that when you want to come out, right, you have to wait in a queue. So the other people have to leave before the hangar will react to you. Now, at one point, you used to be able to hear all the clanking and clunking going on from the other instances, the music, the doors opening, the floor opening, and everything. And you were just sitting there, and at times you'd have other ships come through the floor and come through you or crash into you and all sorts. But they seem to have got that sorted now, and it's quite good, but it's a busy port, so therefore, right, there's a lot of people doing stuff, especially if they're trying to do the missions. So we have to wait, and it could be as much as 100 seconds per... did you get a timer?
Yeah.
What was it?
3 billion gazillion.
3 million gazillions. Oh dear, it's a bit of a time. Might see if the audio's working while I'm waiting. So, if we go down to comms, here's our party. Change colour of the party chat, so move that over to red. Comms are all selected there. Volume's up, that's on. I have been having an issue, but I don't know why. So if we go onto the main controls and then go to options, comms, use an operator microphone device, OS default, use that. Mute mic, no. Volume, we don't want VoIP. Blah blah, we don't want that. We don't want that, that's irrelevant. Okay. Let's see what the key is now. All comms on the keyboard. So go to key bindings. And it used to be plus over here. Field of view. Foot cam. Field of view 1. Foot cam. Oh, what is the comms key? Used to be that. I think the comms key might have changed, which is why we never get it working. Let's go into here and see if we can see anything down there for communications. VoIP and head tracking. That's VoIP. It's still numpad 1. No, it's numpad 1 and left alt and numpad 1. Sorry, numpad plus, not 1. So if I check my key bindings for my controls, which are going to be down here, this looks a lot more daunting than it is, to be honest. See if I've... yeah, it should be there. Okay. I'll mute myself here. Saw the symbol come up. But the trouble is now, mine's paused on there as well. So that doesn't help. That passed away the time while we were waiting in the queue, didn't it? Where are we off to?
Serving.
Oh yeah, that was it. Fingers crossed. Lighting's just right at the moment. Oh, it's gone. Once we moved away from there. I wonder if let me just hit this thing before my microphone falls out and see if it works. It's a microphone boom arm making that weird creaky noise, by the way. I don't think this is it on or off? Yes it is. Let's see if this works. Oh. I don't know why they've got some stupid little metal Mickey making the voices. Don't know what that's about. But it is a stupid sound or stupid voice for a ship, do you know what I mean? Anyone got any questions? Come on, there's everybody so goddamn quiet. And when do you finish like a space game? Goddess. That's what you always say, space. Oh, see the I've got the proper visuals now for us moving. Well, I only just realised. Have you got a problem with your engine at all? Oh yeah, it's not damaged anymore, look. Oh, I've just started to get very warm. What was the date, Kev? 1st of September.
You said, yeah.
That's all right. That's just in time for when the nights are getting darker, isn't it? That means there's a good chance you'll have your roof done then. Not your... Is it your roof? Your sheddy thing that you're doing? Is it something you're designing yourself for your scopes?
Gives them a month to dig the close up. It's a dome.
I thought you were going to sell your dome. I thought you were going to do it up and sell it and then use something else. Or you're going to build one. Have you seen that guy online who lives, is it New Zealand? And he just knocked up together out of bits of wood and then stuck it in a field because he lives somewhere really dark and that. It's either New Zealand or Canada, one of the two. One, two, testing. Can you hear me, pup? 1, 2, can you hear me, pup? See, he can't hear me. I don't know why.
I'm cleaning it up and will probably sell it, then build a roll-off roof shed.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, the roll-off roof shed. Pup, can you hear now?
I hear you very, very well.
How about this one? Is this better? This one? Or that one? A? Or B? Should have been up to shit.
It's the same.
Yeah, one's main VoIP and one was proximity.
That was very, very
It's really weird because it's turned up. Unless it's your audio is turned down for that, maybe. Don't do anything now, just get your mission done. Master volume, sound effects, speech. Yeah, there is a speech volume, but I'm not sure whether it's speech from us or speech from the game. But once we've got your stuff unloaded, then we'll have a play. I don't know what happened to Yam. I haven't seen Horny for a while. I know he was moving house. He's still in Liverpool. It's quite broad. Did you get the ship from Lawville in the end?
Yeah.
I reckon there must have been a lot of people buying them then or something. Just missed it. By the time I find the buttons. There we go, that's better. I'd say he's likely to be on the left hand side. I'm not sure. But you can see there now there's squares on the tops on this side or this face of those stations on the left. So you're on the right side, and if you look at the others you can see that when you fly into one of the hangars at the bottom as well. So it's quite easy when you're coming in, but I try to not slow down too much here, just get in. It's starting to look quite nice as well, isn't it? Come down here, we should, wrong angle. Get a view of us two sitting in the seats in silhouette, but again, I haven't got the angles. Okay. It looks like he's got a medium hanger top down here, I think. Unless there's a little one at the end. One thing when you're with somebody in a team, it doesn't show you where your hanger is. But it's one on the top here, look. You can see it open, but it's not giving you any help. Gonna keep drifting. Yeah, gonna say. I like the fact that I should be able to get out of my seat here. But despite the angle, which we can't see from here, I'll probably fall over, to be fair. But what you doing? Oh, before you're in. Probably get thrown backwards into the wall in a minute. I can't show you the outside view, unfortunately, unless I'm sitting down. But the fact that I'm standing on the floor, my floor happens to be 90 degrees to the hangar. Yeah, you have to be quick to get into some of these hangars. Is it not opening again, or is it giving you a different hanger? I thought it might. It's just busy, that's all. Is that too dark for a display on Twitch at the moment? some tips on. You can switch all that off on the right hand side, but usually when there's like a new patch and there's quite a few new different functions, I tend to leave it on just in case. A big pole there. Which one we're supposed to be in?
The bit predicts how it will be IRL, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. We'll go and get in the seat. That way I can get an outside view. Yeah, you got to watch that big pole, haven't you? You in a queue as well. Oops, he didn't look then, did he? He was just going to go racing off. Sometimes some of the movement in this just feels a little bit fast, so it's much more cinematic to be moving nice and slow, but that's probably because I've seen Space 2001 and 2020 and there was nothing fast, and that's what you expect. How many more ahead?
Just one.
There should be like a holding area, shouldn't there? You know, where you're stacked or something like that. Ticket number 2. Take up your position. Get no idea of scale, do you? You know, this thing doesn't look that big from here. And you get inside the ship and then suddenly you realise, okay, you're in a ship that's quite big, and you get inside there and then you don't realise how big it is and how big some of the ships are. It's ridiculous. Like hundreds of metres long, or 100 and some metres long even. Nice shiny, I've got no actual thing in there, have I? Nice shiny suit here. Interesting textures. Everything has got bloody textures. Oh, my elbow. Stuck inside. Like, by that I mean, like, you can't have just a normal texture. It's got to be, you know, over the top texture-y, if you see what I mean. You know what'll happen, don't you? This is advertising there. The whole structure, the whole thing, as I said, is absolutely brilliant for taking photos. Do we blur in the background a little bit so it doesn't distract? I need to go to the loo. I'll be back in a minute. I'll be back shortly, pup. I need a pee.
Yeah.
I'll leave the mic on. You can either talk in and I'll go downstairs. Oh dear, just in time. You already gone downstairs, pup? See ya. Right, we'll try again. You'll like your screen when you get it, Kev, eventually. If you're not careful though, you'll end up with a C5, which at the moment full price is a lot expensive. Oh, there's the button. Because there won't be many left, I guess. Come on. I want to go to top deck, I want to go to that deck down there. There you go. You got it.
C4s are getting difficult to get hold of now.
I know, that's the problem. Well, this one, right, I got it. And I was really careful when I bought it, couldn't say anything. I get it, and it's like, on the box, umber brown. And I was like, oh no, what the hell. I was trying to avoid getting a brown one. But when you actually get it, the base is, you can't tell it's even bloody brown, but the back of it is a speckly sort of brownish, and I don't see it. But the technology's changed a lot. The screen is so thin on the C4s. The handling is really quite difficult. I mean, this 48-inch was a bit of a struggle because you can't maul it, do you know what I mean? I tended to leave it in the bag and then pick it up by the bag to get it into position, and then I had to destroy the bag so I could put the base on and then rotate it. But it was a pain in the ass, believe me. Oh, that's all right. But now it's there. There's very subtle differences between the 4 and the 3, but it does look really good. And I'll post a picture, and you can see with a video editing software, it spreads across the 3 screens. I've got all my main editing on my main one.
2 monitors on my boom arms.
Oh right, yeah. You got a big 4 thingamajig, 4 rolls in the back. I did have arms before, gas gas-powered arms once I went through, but they started to relax a little bit too much for my liking, so I binned them all. And then I ended up with glass shelves, but because my desk is so deep, I've still got quite a bit of room, although it's getting a little bit sort of cable, as I said earlier, is out of hand. Got a few things I didn't plan for, and the big telly now, it cuts off a little bit of the desk, and it covers my monitor. But other than that, you got everything.
Yamina has wall-mounted arms. Work cheap, so work okay.
Alright. What's it saying? Wait a bit. How about now? Is it not going down? Right. What's your mission from where to where? Do you want to cross-reference just in case? Just checking. I think you might have already done this. You checked all the positioning, yeah? That's weird, isn't it? Not had this one before. Let's move this. Everyone's what? Yeah, it seems alright. I've just gone round, checked them all. There's one in the middle. Try again. Is it telling you that you're short or anything?
No.
It just won't go down. You might find there's a problem. I haven't got chat on. Have you got chat on? You got it?
Yeah.
Thank God for that. Alright, so it was worth manoeuvring them round and checking then, huh? Right. You got anything else to go?
No.
And what's the time? Because I know you're an hour out. Got another chocolate. This is what I thought, and that's what I said. Okay. Right.
Yeah.
Alright, mate, no worries. Doesn't look like I've got much up here, does it? Some water. My favourite clothes. I'll get changed, jump off, I think. Purple boots. Still only get them in one shop in the whole of the place. Let's have a look. Need to press Z. Come around. Yeah. That works, doesn't it? It's the same code I've had in Star Citizen for years and years. And that's because I don't want to spend too long on doing all the stupid character things, and it also means that when I play with people, they recognise me as well. But anyway, failing that, without wanting to do too much cargo, which, as I said, it's not the most exciting thing to watch, I will be jumping off, I think, and I'll give it another whirl next Sunday, and we'll see how it goes from there. If there's a PTU out that I can get access to, we might have a look at that. But thank you very much for watching, those that are left and haven't liked it, and I'll catch you next week. Right, the updated quality versions on YouTube you can pick up on there on the MELLSC channel.
Catch you later.
And thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next week. All right, see you, Kev. See you, everybody. Thank you. And for those on YouTube,